Bear and Boho nappies. Aussie company, which I love. So things that I love about the nappy. It comes in heaps of beautiful, beautiful designs. Like, I mean, look at that one. This one's one of my favorites. This one. And, oh, just that is probably my all-time favorite, the hibiscus. I've got lots of blue prints because I've got a boy. But, like, look at the designs are gorgeous. This is the outer shell. The fabric is really actually quite soft. You know, it's a pull fabric, a PUL, but it's very soft. I would even say luxuriously soft to touch. So I can imagine it would feel quite nice against Bub's skin. So I love that. Love the fabric. They're quite well made. They're a snap-in, snap-out system. So you have your shell of your nappy, which just looks like a disposable. It's got all the snaps on the front. It's got a double snap waistband, and then you've got your you've got 3 options for sizing on the front there. Yep. And then you've got your insert. That's your insert. So they have different materials for your inserts that you can get. This is the hemp one. I've just got hemp. I actually unfortunately don't have the other options. The booster is a bamboo, from my understanding. That's the one I've got there. And you can put that on top if you need a boost. So you can have 2 inserts. This one does not snap, it just kind of lies on there. So this one snaps, and you see the snap on the top there. So you just snap it into the nappy at the back, and then roll around to the front, and you snap it in at the front. So that's kind of all there is to it, really. Quite simple, beautifully designed. The hemp, I went with the hemp because hemp is more absorbent, and I have a boy, and traditionally my babies are heavy wetters, and he is no exception. And he just eats and wheezes like a lot. So the hemp works well for us. The bamboo is a softer fabric against Bub's skin, but it's not quite as absorbent as hemp. But on the downside, the hemp takes forever to dry. So things that I don't like about this nappy is that the shell's dry. They, you know, doesn't matter what nappy you get, these will dry quite quickly. But your insert, this one in particular, takes forever to dry. They can be tumble dried on a low heat, from my understanding, which I probably will have to do moving into winter, so that I at least have some nappies. It's a double gusset nappy as well. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. I'm yet to try a single gusset nappy on Bub, but I do have one downstairs that I'll be trying. I don't know if it helps really though, because the way that they're made, the first gusset is really the one that's sitting on the leg anyway, and the second gusset's quite a ways back. It doesn't really help to catch anything, so I don't know, maybe I just haven't figured out how to fit it properly, but it kind of seems redundant to me. Anyway, the thing I do like is that they put gussets on the insert, which is really cool. So that kind of has a bit more shape to it, which is nice and keeps things in. And the dad test. It's not the most complicated nappy, but my man isn't sold yet on it. I think even though it's relatively straightforward, it's an outer shell and an insert, it just, the snapping in and the snapping out, it just, he's a bit confused by that. So I would say it's probably not the most difficult nappy out there for dads, but it's also not the easiest. So we'll give that like a 5 out of 10 for ease of use. Yeah, didn't quite pass the dad test yet. But with practice, I think that he will get it. And price-wise, it's on the high end of the scale, what I would consider the high end. if you buy them individually, like a nappy and an insert and an extra, like a booster, like a little single set, they're, you know, $35 to $40 brand new. So they are on the high end of the scale. If you buy them in a bundle, which most people probably would, you'd probably get a trial pack first and then buy bundles and things like that. If you buy them new off this website directly from Bear and Boho, it brings the nappies down to about $20 to $25 per nappy. That's how they work out. But yeah, buying them in bulk is definitely better value. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put the Bear and Boho nappies on and just sort of how they work while fitting them on the bub, and I'll include some photos as well to help. So we're going to be wearing Hibiscus today, which is one of my absolute favourite prints. The insert is already snapped in, ready to go. Some people prefer to unsnap the front snap, or both even, and have it in like that because they find that having the front snapped in pulls down on the front panel. I don't find that. I actually find I get a better fit with it snapped in, or some people prefer to snap the back. You know, you can play around with it. It's totally up to you, and depends on little Bub's tushy here. So yeah, that's basically the nappy. So we're going to pop that on Bub today. So they have, I have the Hemp insert, as I mentioned earlier. There's a booster, which I'm not going to use at this point. I'll use it when I change him, just to see how long I get out of it with the booster in. Disclaimer, I have used these nappies before, and I can usually, the absolute maximum I can get with no leaks is usually around the 4-hour mark. So I can let them go for that long, but I do find that they get quite wet around the leg elastics if he's in it for that long. So usually I find the sweet spot for us is about 3 hours. Or you can change your bub a little bit more frequently than that, but I'm a bit lazy and like to go a bit longer, and he doesn't really have any reaction to anything. So yes, okay, so we've got the nappy on. Get your little tushy in there. Sometimes if you got a wiggly bub or you are new to a nappy system, you could just snap the hip snaps in on both sides. Oh my god, there we go. Come down here. Just so you can get a feel for, you know, what's going on, and then you can kind of like readjust it. So my insert's just gone a bit skewy, so I'm just gonna fix that up. Pushing everything into the groin, so you can kind of do like a little squeezy there. Fix these little leggies up. Make sure it's pulled up at the back. Okay, just gonna tighten this one a bit. There we go, that's better. And we'll just make sure everything's sorted. Okay. Okay, and we'll just do the front ones. Now, I'll just tuck in. So I've got him on the medium snap, the second row. Just tuck those side bits in there. Okay, that's nice. It's nice and flat, and at the top here you might not be able to see, but I've got 4 little snaps in the middle showing, but I actually pull this top one over so that I have an uneven snap, just to make that waistline a bit trimmer, because I find my bub's waist is quite skinny, but he's got a big chunky bubble butt, so well, he's starting to. So I just sort of I make it uneven. For those with OCD, that's probably gonna absolutely, I don't know if you can see that. That's absolutely gonna annoy you for the rest of the day. But I find that's the best, like that's a really good fit on my little man. So I'll take a few photos so you can see. But that's basically how you put the bear and boho on. Yeah, how was that? Thanks for your help. High five. Nope. Leaving me hanging. Okay. Okay, so we've had this nappy on for 3.5 hours. There has been no leaks onto his clothing, although it is a bit damp on the leg elastics. So if I changed it a bit earlier, I probably could have reused the shell, but hey, I was busy. So essentially, when you to reuse the shell with the bear and boho, you just unsnap the inserts. You can give the let's just take that out, put that on there for now. You can just give the shell a quick wipe with a baby wipe if you need to, just to remove sort of any excess, but it's pretty dry. There's a little bit of residue on there. Actually, this leg elastic's pretty dry. This one's just a bit damp. And he's pretty much soaked that hemp insert at the front there. But I'm going to change the whole nappy because, well, what the heck. And then you get to see another design. Stop flaunting yourself. So I'm going to use the little half moons, which is adorable. I actually wasn't super keen on this print online, but seeing it in real life, it's actually really lovely. So very happy with that. This time I'm going to put a booster in. I haven't used the bear and bohos with a booster yet, so excited to try. Stop it. The booster's a bamboo booster, so I have the bamboo on the hemp, and it's a lot softer against his bum. He's going to go down for a long nap, hopefully, fingers crossed. So it'd be good to have this booster on and see how long I can get out of the nappy with the booster and that sort of thing. Okay, so we've got the booster on, and then I've got the shell with the insert attached, so I'm just going to bring that up and over. Scooch you down a little bit closer to me. We'll do the snaps up. Just squish all that in a little bit there. And then I'll do this side. So we're all snapped in. We're all tucked in. A little bit of extra bulk because of the booster, but that's okay. Doesn't look uncomfortable. You're happy? He's happy. And that's the bear and boho little moons. Woo, cute bum with the extra booster. So we'll see how long that lasts. Okay, so I have had the bear and boho nappy with the hemp insert and the bamboo booster on the bub for 5.5 hours. 5 hours and 10 minutes, let's call it. And there has been no leaks on his clothes. I wouldn't normally leave it on that long, but I'm just testing to see how long you can go. So so just over 5 hours. It could probably still be on him a little bit longer. It's not wet around the edges, so the booster is definitely helping for me, the absorbency. And these inserts and boosters haven't been used a whole lot yet with me either, so they probably aren't at full absorbency yet. Anyway, so we'll just open it up and have a quick look at what's going on inside. But yeah, 5 5 and a bit hours. Super impressed. We'll just take that off and we'll just pop that on here. There we go. Put that there. Okay, so it's pretty full. Quite wet at the front. It's pretty much bone dry at the back. Pretty standard for a boy. But that booster has definitely taken a lot of the liquid away. And then yeah, the hemp insert as well is doing its job at the bottom. It's definitely a lot drier around the leg elastics than when I just have him in it with the hemp insert, which is really great. And he didn't seem like too uncomfortable or anything in it, so quite impressed with that. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys, you know, how long potentially it could last. And as I mentioned, that those inserts are probably not at their full absorbency yet either. So there you go.